guys, my name is Ivy if you're new here. You guys, I am living my best life this morning. Seriously living my best life. The rundown is tonight we are going to New York, me and my twin sister Nina, and we're driving and she is going to be leaving a day before me, so I'm taking the train back. But I didn't want to leave my car all weekend at the train station, so I came to her work with her this morning. I'm just gonna take her car and basically just hang out for the day until she's done working, because we live about an hour away from where she works. So again, I didn't want to leave my car and nobody could drop me off, so I just took her car for the day. I was originally planning on just like hanging out at a Starbucks and working, but then someone said to me last night, they were like, why don't you just take her car and like drive around for the day? Like, you could go shopping, you can hang out, like you can do whatever you want. And I was like, honestly, that's like much better idea. I felt very uncomfortable driving her car, but I definitely felt very good from the drive here. The drive here was not bad at all. I get lost in this area a lot, so I just think I was a little bit nervous. Sorry that light, I'm like trying to stay out of it, but it's kind of hard. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better now. Last night I had an awful night. I had a really bad anxiety attack, and I just want to say that, like, seriously, I feel like anxiety is one of those things that even when I say it, I don't feel like it's that serious. But when it's actually like when you're in the moment and it's happening to you, it almost feels like you could like die. Like, it's horrible. And I was just so anxious about the trip, and I think I'm kind of getting a little bit of travel anxiety, and I think I had that when we were in Vegas. And I don't know why I've been getting that the past couple of trips, because I never used to be that way. I used to always feel pretty comfortable traveling and not really afraid, and I don't even really know what I'm afraid of or like why I'm afraid. I just feel super anxious about traveling. So yeah, last night was not great. I had a busy day yesterday, but it was overall a really good day. Got to meet my cousin's baby for the first time, which was super exciting. But I just had like weird people at work, and then because I'm hung out with the baby and spent some time with her, I was packing really late, and I was just really sad that like I didn't get to spend a lot of time with Logan. So it was overall just kind of overwhelming. And then this morning I actually woke up at 3 o'clock and could not fall back asleep. So I've been up since 3. It's currently 8:30. I'm sitting outside of Target, and I honestly feel like I'm living my best life. Like, who wants to be anywhere else on a Friday morning than at a Target, like in essentially a brand new car with absolutely nothing to do? Who could want more? So I think I'm gonna try to do just like a teeny tiny bit of Christmas shopping. I'm not going crazy for Christmas, so just get a couple things, browse around, and then there's actually a Books A Million right across in this little shopping area, and I figured that's the perfect place to kill a ton of time. So I'm gonna go there after I'm done here. There's also a Kirkland's and a Sephora, so I might go to one of those. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go into Target. I'm gonna look through the Christmas stuff, look through the books, get a couple things. Really excited. just got out of Target. I did not get anything. It was so fun to walk around though. I have to say that Target, it's bigger than the Target that I typically go to, but I somehow feel like it doesn't, or I guess I feel like it has more stuff, but my Target I feel like I could look at for like hours. Like literally could like sit in any aisle for hours. Like, just look and look and look. I feel like that Target always has more stuff than the Target that I typically go to. But I do, like, one lap, and I'm done. Like, I can't keep looking. So, I don't know if they just have, like, different stuff than the Target that I typically go to. I just feel like I go through it so quick, but I don't see that stuff at, like, my Target. I did see, obviously you guys saw so much cute Christmas wrapping stuff. I just don't have any Christmas shopping done, and there was a ton of stuff that I was like, okay, I know I don't like have this yet, but this is what I would use for this, this is what I would use for this. And for some reason, I just have this thing where it's like, if I'm not gonna like check out for one thing, I just don't find it like worth it. So if I find one thing that I really want, because I'm checking out, it's like I justify buying more stuff because it's like, well, I'm already checking out. It's not like I'm just buying this. It genuinely makes no sense. I just feel like once I find one thing, I have no self-control and I just let myself get anything I want. And I'm really trying to be better about my spending habits and just like trying to reassure myself that like I don't need to buy everything like at Target. You know, like, I don't need everything. I don't need every cute wrapping paper. I don't need new gift bags. Like, I don't need that. And honestly, like, the US really did, like, figure it out because consumerism, like, really does make you feel better. Like, pretty things truly do make you feel better. And I think that's why I'm feeling, like, a little bit, I started to feel a little bit anxious in there. I think that's why I kind of, like, got out. And I was just because I was, like, I almost feel like a sense of, like, I don't know what the right word is. I kind of want to say imposter syndrome, but I don't think that's what I really mean. I just feel super out of place in my life almost in every aspect. Like, I just don't feel comfortable anywhere. I feel like I don't fit anywhere. I just feel super, like, uncomfortable. I don't know how to explain it. And I just started to feel kind of anxious in there because it's really easy, like, when you're in Target or like shopping and you see like baby clothes, you're like, oh my god, like whenever like I'm a mom, I'm gonna do this. Or when you see like wrapping stuff and you're like, oh, like when I have like you just kind of like look into the future. And for some reason it just made me feel really, really anxious. I don't know like why. I feel like my anxiety lately, I can't explain it. Like, I don't get it. And I don't really understand why I feel anxious. My boyfriend's calling me right now, so sorry, gotta go. Sorry I didn't vlog a ton in there. I just like, I don't know. I have so much respect for people who make like really nice shop with me's because it is so hard to like carry your stuff, make sure you have everything, and actually get like decent footage. So if you do that, props to you. I didn't get a ton of stuff. I did spend $40 though. So let me just do a quick little car haul. Because I don't know when else I would show you this. But the first thing I picked out, this was like the first thing that I was like, I'm for sure getting this, is this 4-pack Bluey puzzle, and the little people fit into the puzzle. I thought it was so cute. And my nephew is 2, and he always watched Bluey at my house, and we're really into puzzles, like me, my sister, and my dad. So every time we're building a puzzle, he like, you know, like he wants to be included. but he can't like play with the pieces because they're just too little. So I thought it would be nice to kind of have him be able to have like a puzzle while like we're puzzling, you know? And I feel like that one is like a good size because I don't like the floor puzzles. I feel like they take up way too much room and are just kind of like unrealistic. I feel like that one, the pieces are like small enough to play with and not take up like a ton of space, but big enough that they're not gonna like shove them in their mouth. And then the other two things I got are for myself. I told myself I could pick one book and I was gonna get this at Target, but I was like, no, I'm going to the bookstore. I'll just go to the bookstore. And that is Tell Me Lies. Sarah Caroli read this, and after she read, what's it called? If He Had Been With Me, and loved it, and then I read it and I loved it, I feel like anytime she reads a romance now that she really likes, like I feel like I need to read it. So she rated this 4 stars. Apparently it's like a very toxic relationship type of book, which I didn't really think was my thing, but I really enjoyed Magnolia Parks. I really like that book, and I'm hoping that this book, from what Sarah said about it in her vlog, I think it will be more like this, but obviously she didn't like specifically say because it would have been spoilers. But I don't think that they get together in this. I think it's more about like toxic love and kind of like how to like find love for yourself and like get over that toxic love. I'm really hoping. I think if it is, I'll probably really enjoy this. I think if it's like a super toxic relationship and then somehow we end up forgiving the shithole person in the relationship and they get back together, I have the hiccups, I probably won't like it as much. I don't know. I was just super intrigued. I think part of it is too because I just really love the cover. The colors on it I think are so pretty. I really hate this though. Really hate that. Stickers don't typically bother me, but to me there's just no reason that this can't actually be a sticker, especially since like once they print this, like they don't sell the copies that don't have the sticker anymore. So it's like, what did you do with those? Like, why don't you just make all the copies look the same and then put stickers on them? Because they put other stickers on them. Like Target has a sticker on every single book, Books A Million has a sticker on every single book, so I know it's not that hard to put on stickers. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I also want to just quickly say that I think if you are trying to read on a budget, but like to buy books, like if you, like I'm a person who doesn't love to spend a ton of money on books, and I like to use the library and like go to thrift stores and dig for stuff, but I also just like really enjoy going to a bookstore like Books A Million and like looking through everything. I would really suggest going to Books A Million instead of Barnes & Nobles because they always have thrift books. Technically I guess they're thrift books. They're like used books. They always have used books that you can look through, and they're definitely like, they're not like great finds, but you can always find a diamond in the rough in there, always. So you do have to kind of like look, but typically you can kind of just glance if you know what you're looking for and you have a good idea of like what books interest you. You can kind of like pick out. The more you look, the better you get at it. I promise you guys. I'm like so good at picking out books and like finding the diamonds in the rough. I have a good eye. And they always have overstock books. I don't know if they like buy too much or they like can't control their stock or what, but they always have like a section in there that I'm assuming is overstock books, or I think books that are like slightly damaged, which when I mean slightly damaged, I mean like slightly damaged. Like a little tear, a little bend, like nothing, not like a huge like watermark or anything crazy, like very little damage. They always have like a section in the middle and they're always discounted. And when I say discounted, I mean like $5-6, like really, really cheap. So if you want books that are a little bit cheaper, I would definitely recommend looking there. You can always find something good, especially if you like hardbacks, because a lot of the times they have really cheap hardbacks in there. I personally am a paperback girly, so if I can get the paperback, I'll pay a little bit more for the paperback. The other thing that I got is a journal, which I am not typically a person who buys journals. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't want to. I feel like girls, I don't know if men are like this, but I seriously swear all girls are like stationary girls, like love the papers and the pens. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just so much fun even if you don't use them. And I'm pretty good at like not buying them if I don't use them. But last year, I think around Christmas time, I bought a pack of 3 notebooks from Target, and I seriously use those things for everything. They come so in handy. And I'm starting a planner again this year, and I'm definitely like, now that I'm getting older, I feel like I don't know how I like used to remember things. Like I need to write things down and like have a plan. But anyway, I really wanted to start a book journal this year, or I guess 2023. So I went in there and looked at their journals. I was kind of hoping they would have like a specific journal, like a book journal, because I feel like book journaling is getting a lot more popular and a lot more like common. They didn't, but I did want the pages to either be blanked or like dotted. I don't know what that's called, but they did not have a single notebook like that. Or like a grid. This was the only blank one that they had that was like a leather bound book, and the leather bound books are beautiful. I just don't really want to spend like $30 on a notebook. This was $10. The pages are just plain Jane, just the way we wanted. I'm gonna use this for a book journal. I think I'm actually gonna hang out pretty well for the rest of my afternoon. It's about noon right now, and I think I might try to write in this a little bit, maybe start my book. But yeah, so that is the other thing I got. That is everything that I got. Another thing that I wanted to mention is I was a selection series girly growing up. Like I read the selection back when it was really popular in middle school. Absolutely loved it. Read all 5 books, read all the novellas. That just fell, so that's why I like paused awkwardly. Really liked it. I, however, tried to read The Betrothed, I think that's what it's called, and just kind of like found it really boring. And then I listened to the Siren audiobook, and that book was like bad, like 2 stars, bad. Just nothing happened. No character development, no plot, nothing interesting, like just a boring book. But I loved the selection series when I was younger, and I feel like when I see people like Destiny or Rachel Catherine reread them, like read them now, I don't think either of them read them when they were younger, but when they read them now, they're like, yeah, they're really YA, but they're like super fun. And that is not how I felt about the other books I've read by her. I do not feel like they're just really YA and they're super fun. I find them straight up boring. But I've really been wanting to pick up the selection series. But anyway, long story short, they had like a little thing at the checkout that said like top picks for this month, and it's basically just new releases. And she had one on there, and I was like, maybe I'll try to like pick up a new book by her, because in my head they should be better, because she's older, they should be more mature, better writing, you know, just overall better. So I don't know, but I'm very intrigued to look into that and see what that book is about. But anyway, we're gonna go get some lunch. I don't know where we're gonna go. I still have like a decent amount of time to kill. It's 12:30. I need to get gas, get lunch for both of us, and then the only other thing that I could do is pick out like a baby outfit for somebody at her work, which, you know, I don't really know what to pick. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. If I want to like go find food somewhere that I can sit down and like hang out for a while, or I don't know. I should get gas first though, probably, and then go get food. We'll figure it out. So I actually ended up going to Old Navy to kill some time, peep my Skims. This was the last thing that I filmed before we got to New York. We were on a pretty tight time schedule, so this is the only thing that I filmed this evening. These are the Macy's displays. They were absolutely gorgeous, and we stopped for maybe 5 seconds to get a clip of them before we headed over to our Broadway show. We ended up going to see Into the Woods, and we really liked it. It definitely wasn't quite what we expected. It's the first Broadway show any of us had ever been to, and we didn't want to spend a ton of money on them. The next morning, we took the train into the city and headed over to downtown Manhattan, I believe. We got something to eat and kind of just hung out for the morning while we decided what we wanted to do. The cream cheese, you try it first. Okay. That was one of the cream cheeses I was debating between. We're in, where are we at? Manhattan. I don't know which part of Manhattan. We just got bagels from, what's it called? Bagel Pub. We're in Lower Manhattan. Juice. We're in Lower Manhattan. Larissa, what did you get? That's not very
everything
good.
Bagel with bacon and cheddar cream cheese.
And then I got a sesame bagel with, what did I get? Chipotle.
That sounds good.
And I got a plank with pumpkin. My hands are really cold. But we're in a really cute area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
I really like mine. You're gonna try mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
That cream cheese is really good. Really, really good. That's good.
What did you get? The jalapeno?
Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna try? Oh my goodness. Why didn't we get a bottle of water? I was up saying.
Oh gosh. It's fine. We're walking
I
around.
kept saying,
We
I was
can
like,
literally
do you
go
want
in
Do you want water?
and get waters.
I feel like that doesn't really have like a bacony taste. It is hard though because we have a ton of flavors going on here.
Oh, we have a lot of flavors.
That's really good. I didn't realize you got pumpkin. For some reason I thought you got like caramel something.
I wanted you to get me the Nutella one. And then,
I think it would have made you feel sick.
like, right last minute, I was like, get the pumpkin.
I really like this juice.
I do too. I really like beach.
That's why it was so expensive, because of the juice. Where the juice is expensive. Usually these are like $9.
They weren't that much. It actually wasn't that expensive because the small smoothies were $7.95.
Okay.
And that's how much they'd be at home.
We all got a drink and we all got a bagel.
Beets are really good, like if you're running. They're supposed to be really good for runners. So drink that, Nate.
There's something in that that's really good. Like lemon or something.
It was watermelon.
It's the watermelon.
And mint.
I want this in the picture so people know I'm healthy.
You're healthy. I do want to take 2 pics today
Me too.
for my Instagram and for my thumbnail. My hands are so cold. It's like hard to eat.
Do you want to try this? The pumpkin?
Oh yeah. Is it good?
It's really good.
I like it.
Pumpkin cream cheese.
Too bad they didn't cut the bagels into thirds instead of halves, and we could have all just had a third.
That's really good.
It's the perfect amount of pumpkin. I feel like a lot of times pumpkin-y stuff doesn't have enough flavor, or it's like
It's all
too
spice and no pumpkin. Look at my hair.
Brr. It's gonna be 45 today. We'll be so hot.
The high is 42.
If you rub them together, you'll warm up.
We will be hot.
We will be hot.
Guys, we should do the 75 hard.
I'd have to do the 75 soft. I cannot do 2 45-minute workouts, one inside, one outside every day.
I'm planning to, okay, so Amanda's getting me like all these muscle building supplements for Christmas. Because I told her, I texted her the other day, I'm like, Amanda, I weighed my supplement 122. Like, that is low. That's really low.
Really low.
Wait,
That's really low.
I thought
Say
you
that
were
again?
skinny
Yeah.
today.
you know what I noticed?
Your shoulders and your
know.
chest. You need to do some back.
Your
look
face.
scrawny. I look skinny. No, I know.
No, but
Because I don't think it looks like we have fat faces, but I thought up against, like when you guys were sitting beside each other at the theater last night, I was like, man, it's like your head looks small because your
No.
face is so slim.
It's because usually when I gained weight before, I was at 130 when I was really buff. But all my clothes still fit. It's that I had more up here, and my legs were a little thicker, but it's like I look scrawny. Like
I have
I
another
don't think you look
bite.
scrawny, but
How do you make how do you make bagels then, Nina, if these aren't like regular?
I think these are the regular ones.
How do you
Bagels?
make these ones?
I don't know. They make them, there's like, it's not considered bread, or it's not considered something like that. It's because apparently I don't know if it was during World War II or what, there were anti-Semitic laws that were trying to get the bakeries out of business, that they couldn't bake anything. So they made bagels that don't have to be baked. That's so cool. History lesson for the day. These are really good.
These are really good. I'm very impressed.
The place was busy though.
It's always a good sign though when they're busy.
This ended up being a really heavy walking day for us. We walked pretty much everywhere this day, I believe. We headed over first to this park. I'm absolutely blanking on what it's called, but it's the one with the arch in it. And we just walked through the park, took some pictures. We also stumbled across this little fair type thing with like all of these little like pop-up shops. We also went to the Barnes & Noble because it's the biggest one in the country. We were so excited to go in here. I have a haul later in the video to show you guys too. Then we headed over to the Harry Potter store, which was absolutely packed, you guys. When I was checking out, the girl in front of me asked, or the girl who was checking me out asked how far the line was, and I was like, it's literally wrapped around the entire store. And we actually went during SantaCon, and she said that that's why she thought it was so busy, but it was so packed, kind of hard to look. My sister got a couple of wands, and I wish I would have had her show you guys what she got because they were absolutely beautiful. This is such a fun store to go to if you are a Harry Potter nerd like we are. We then took way too much time looking for the Empire State Building when it was quite literally in front of us the entire time, and we took about 1,000 pictures of it before we realized what it was. then we headed over to the Rockefeller Center to see the Christmas tree. We also stopped and got these donuts, which looked absolutely incredible, but they really weren't that good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, so we just got back to the room and I'm gonna do a little haul of the stuff that I bought today and also the stuff that I bought yesterday at Old Navy. Are like a medium, I don't even know if it would be called like a medium, like a darker wash, but not too dark. They're just straight down like the pant leg. I think they were $34 originally, but they were 50% off because it was like buy one, get one 50% off. And then I also got another pair, which are balloon. Yes. Yeah, she is. I got these light wash, they're called balloon pants, they're wide leg pants. These ones I really like. I don't know if I can really pull them off, but I love it when other people wear them, so I got a pair. Then I also got a red pair of running shorts. I feel like it is like a little dark in here, but that's okay. A little red sports bra to match it, and then just the same running shorts except they're black. I already have these in white and I really like them. And then today I bought things at two different places. I bought a couple things at Barnes and Noble and then a couple things at the Harry Potter store. So at Barnes and Noble I got this pack. Actually, the first thing I got is I bought this tote bag. It's really cute. It just is like the Barnes and Noble like printed on it. And then that's what these bookmarks are, except they are Christmas. They're so cute. And then I got 3 books, but I pretty much read all of them, so they don't count. So I got If He Had Been With Me, which I read last month, 2 months ago, and I really liked it. Wanted to get my own copy, figured I would just buy it from Amazon, and I didn't know that this was traditionally published. I thought it was indie published, hence this ugly cover, but no, apparently it's traditionally published, and that's the cover they went with. So I got that, and then I also found these classics that are painted. I've never seen them before, but I sent the Great Gatsby one to Carter Sullivan. She's another YouTuber and she collects Great Gatsby editions, and she said she got hers at Home Goods, so I don't know where to tell you to get them, but they're really pretty. I got the Little Women one, which little plastic covering is ripped. Oop, is that the back? No, this is the front. All 3 girls are on it. There's a little red bird on it. I love how you can tell like which girl is which. And then the back is Lori's house, and it says, I like good strong words that mean something. They are so pretty. And then I also got the Jane Eyre one, which I honestly think I like this one better. I think it's prettier. That's the spine, and then the back of it is Mr. Rochester's house, and it says, I am no bird and no net ensnares me. And then the edge, what are these called? The pages are gold foiling. It is such a pretty book though. I kind of wish like the inside flaps were painted too, or they looked like something, but I love them. They're so pretty. I think I'm gonna just wrap them up for myself for Christmas because it was one of those things that they were kind of pricey and I didn't really like I don't need them. They're just gonna sit on my shelf. But if it's a Christmas gift, I feel like it's justified. Okay, and then I got 2 things at the Harry Potter store. I think I'm gonna give both of them, or maybe just the notebook, to Logan for Christmas. But I got this little Hogwarts notebook. It looks black, but it's blue, and it just has this, like, the Hogwarts symbol embroidered on it. It says the house is on the back. Super cute. And then I also got this magnet. It's just the sorting hat. I really like I don't like cluttered fridges, like when they have like a bunch of like just like random stuff on them, but I really like magnets. So I want to start like getting magnets when like I go places, or just like stuff like this, like things that like mean something to me, to put on the fridge. Also, it just helps when you have to put something on the fridge and you actually have a magnet for it and you don't have to search for one. Do not be fooled by how delicious this food looks. It was actually not good at all, and we ended up ordering McDonald's. We actually stayed in New Jersey, right across from the path, and it made it super convenient to get in the city, and was also a lot cheaper. Today, me and my sister Larissa went to the World Trade Center first. Tina had already gone home, and then we took the subway into Brooklyn. We just had a really chill day this day. It was supposed to rain, so we walked along the bridge, obviously not the entire length of it, but we wanted to just kind of see it. We got bagels again. Bagels were honestly like the highlight of our trip, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But we were so cold and so tired this day, so we ended the night pretty early, and we both had early mornings the next day. I ended up taking the Amtrak back home, which I 10 out of 10 recommend. It was so easy. You get on the same station that we took the path on, so it's right across from our hotel, and it just made it super easy and stress-free. But that is everything, you guys. That was our little weekend getaway to New York. We had an absolutely phenomenal trip. It was a lot less stressful and overwhelming than I thought it would be, and we honestly had such a great time, and it gave us a major travel bug. We're already planning our next trip together. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.